The 7 questions you should ask your child if they want a cell phone. All right. I got 7 questions here that I'm going to ask my son because he says he wants a cell phone. But here's something that parents need to know. A recent survey suggested that 50%, 50% of 10-year-olds have a cell phone.
No
50%.
fair.
90%, I mean, no, 9-year-olds is at 40%, and 8-year-olds, like this guy right here, are at 30%. So they do have cell phones. We gotta get parents, you gotta get over it. You gotta get over it. And the average price range is about $200 to $700, which I think is more than that. It could probably go all the way up to $1,000
The one,
for a cell phone. So
the one, the one that I want is only like 500. It's an iPhone 15 though. So
talking to them, Michael.
the one that I want is like $500 off of Amazon, and it's an iPhone 15. So it's a pretty good deal, but at the same time, kids, you have to know that like phones are expensive, and there's other stuff. You don't just buy the phone and then
That's it. No, it's other
no,
stuff that come with it.
like
But
there's bills and then there's
yeah, yeah,
taxes with it.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff. But here we go. Here goes 7 things you need to ask your kid who wants a cell phone. So get ready. Get ready for your interview.
Okay.
Number 7. How would you feel if you lost your cell phone?
One, the first thing I would
You are
do.
talking to the mic.
Okay. The first thing I would do is I'm definitely trying to look for it. I'm not just gonna go tell you immediately. I'm gonna look for it. And can I tell you a way that I would stop that from happening?
What would you do? What would you do if you lost it?
If I lost it, I would tell you, and I would hope that there's a way that you could find it.
Okay. I hope there's a way, but we would definitely insure the cell phone parents because there is a very good likelihood they're gonna lose it or damage it. So you want to
Yeah.
insure the cell phone.
Like maybe Apple has these things like as an air tag. Maybe you can decide to put them in the case for reasons not this losing it. And a screen protector is definitely a good idea because parents even drop their phone.
Right. Number 6. How would you handle distractions? So distractions like letting your cell phone distract you from doing your homework, if you got any chores or other thing when your parents are talking to you, how would you handle that? Because that's a quick way to get your cell phone subtracted from you, taken from you. So how would you handle that?
Okay. Um, I would put it on silent mode, and then if I'm doing chores or homework, maybe I would just give it to this guy so I don't have anything to distract me. So when I'm done with my homework, I can say, "Dad, can I have my phone back? I'm done with my homework." So
Good idea, good idea, good idea. You know, he's going through an interview. So parents, we know how we act in an interview. We know how we act. We don't but
did this improve on my ways of getting a
yeah,
phone?
you're doing well. You're doing well. Number 5. How would you stay safe with your cell phone?
Okay. One way to stay safe is like, what do you mean by this?
Like when if you're online, um, perhaps people trying to talk to you, or just staying safe. You're only 8 years old, so you want to be cautious who you're talking to and what you're doing online. So
Okay.
how would you go about
So
being safe?
for text messages, I think there would be like some people that he puts in, like my mom, my dad, Deja, Ramon, and all that other stuff. Like the people in my family that I know I can trust. And I think there should be some boundaries on like stuff that I can't do on the phone. Like,
Okay. That hold it. That's. I think that's a question down the line. Okay, number 4. These are 7 questions. If your 8, 9, 10-year old is asking for a set, 12, 11, 12. Those kids, it goes. It's gonna be a real more percentage, 70, 80%. Those kids are gonna. But these are questions you should ask. These are questions you should ask your child if they want a cell phone. We're at number 4. You didn't see the first 4. Rewind back to go back to 7. Number 4. What would you do if you got a message or a call from somebody you didn't know?
hang up. I'm not answering. Or I would just bring it to him to say, like, Dad, I don't know who this is, but at the same time, I don't know if it's someone like from someone that's like helpful, like maybe the police or something. Because I don't know how they send messages. I don't know, but I would bring it to him to be like, hey, Dad, is this like something that I can answer on or you can answer on? Or someone that I can block or something.
Yeah. My suggestion for you, son, and any other kids that are out there watching, don't talk to anybody you don't know. Like he said, if you don't know them, let one of your parents or older sibling talk to the person. But you don't need to talk to them. If it's not one of your friends or one of your family members or your parents or relatives that you don't need to talk to them. Number 3, what rules do you think we should have with the cell phone? What important rules, you know, as far as screen time, at what time should you be off your cell phone so you could go to bed? What are some rules that you think that you and other kids who say they want cell phones should agree to?
Personally, this might seem like a hot take for these parents. Personally, I don't think that there should be a cutoff time
You don't
because
think it should be a cutoff time?
I
What?
don't think there should be a cutoff time. I because like taking the phone. Okay, I think there should be like a time where like I don't think there should be like you can use your phone then, you can use your phone that. I think that they should like use their phone and then like the parents should come in and say like maybe for example like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock like hey I think it's time for you to take go off your phone and go to bed or something. That's just what I think. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying there shouldn't be like a time or a screen time. I'm saying there should be like for the bedtime. I'm saying the parents should come and say it's time for you to get off the phone. Cuz if there's a screen time, most parents are just going to give their I'm not judging you and I'm not saying they're going to do this. They're going to give their kid like 1 or 2 hours or they're gonna give them like a time they can use it, and like saying, "Well, you missed that time. You should have used it in that time." So I think that they shouldn't have a limit, but you guys should come and say, "I think it's time for you to put the phone away at like when it's time for them to go to sleep."
Yeah, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. But if you want that kind of treatment, you have to be really responsible. You have to be really responsible. You have to take care of your other obligations, your other things. If you want that kind of, you want that kind of leeway. So you can say that's what you want, but then you got to do what it takes to get that kind of responsibility. Get that kind of have that kind of responsibility for yourself. So until then, if a parent has a certain time that you can be on your phone, I don't see anything wrong with that because just, like I said, just being able to be on your phone whenever and then parents say, okay, it's time to put the phone up. Eh, that take
Actually,
that takes some working up to, I think.
I think that like they should be used in like afternoons, like morning and afternoon. Kids have school, so I think it's up to you guys to decide if you let them bring them to school or if
Should you be using your phone or should you be on your phone in school?
no, not in school, but if they're busing, they're using their phone. Eh, it's a little bit of a risk, but I can't say there's anything wrong with that, though.
Okay, here's a good question. Here's number two. How will you use your phone? What apps, what games, will you play on your phone? How will you use it? Will you use it to stay in touch with family, friends? How will you use your phone? This is a question you should ask your 8, 9, 10 year old, 11, 12 year old. How they going to use the phone?
Okay, so I kind of I don't think that games on phones are the best. I'm more of like a Nintendo Switch, even though I don't really play it,
Yeah,
or like gaming on an iPad type of person because it's bigger.
So what are you going to do with your phone?
I think I'm just gonna, use it to like text him or call some people, like, or this maybe watch some YouTube shorts. I am a big YouTube shorts fan,
Okay.
and just use it for entertainment.
So a lot of internet use and
I wouldn't
things.
say a lot of
Well,
internet use.
not a lot, not a lot, but just that's what you would use the phone mostly for, not gaming and stuff. Just being on YouTube and stuff like that. But that is something as a parent you need to watch out for because not every YouTube channel is for your son or daughter. So be you gotta monitor that too. You want to watch that too.
Okay, so about this, I think I have a friend, and he's in fifth grade, and he's 11. He says that he has a phone. He's on my bus. He says, "Man, I have this phone, but my parents says watch everything I do on the phone. It's
Okay.
like I bet they can hear me right now." And I'm like, "Dang, your parents are literally the point of a helicopter parent." So
Well, you know what? To
I
your
get, I get, I get that they're trying to be safe. They're trying to protect him on the phone. Yeah, there are a lot of ways that having a phone on the internet can go wrong, but I think that you should, like, at the same time have ways like say, I don't you're not allowed to go on these channels, and maybe find out a way that you can like block these channels on YouTube or TikTok or whatever.
okay. Now, let me play devil's advocate right here because your friend says his parents watch him and they probably watching him right now. What has your friend done to make his parents feel that way?
Nothing.
Oh, baloney, baloney, baloney. I
Nothing.
don't want to hear that. I don't believe that.
They're
I don't believe.
Mexican.
I don't give a damn. What does that mean? What does that
I
mean?
can't believe they even bought him a phone. But the thing is, he
He
did.
probably done some stuff to make his parents want to watch. Look. He need to stop complaining. He still got the phone. He still got it. So
What I should have said. They basically, like, how do I explain this? Blocked all the apps. So basically, the only thing he can do, if you have a tablet, so all the parents, when you get a new phone, you have basically no apps, and you just have those apps like settings and text and all those apps, right?
Carter,
He
can you
he
please
has
answer?
those, but there's like other apps.
Can you, sir? Can you please answer the question? Okay, you like a politician. Can you please answer the question? What would you how would you use your phone, sir? That was the question. That was the question that was raised. That was the question. How would
I
you
told
use
you.
your what? To watch shorts and do stuff on YouTube?
Yes, I think that was last question.
Okay. All right. Number one. The number one question. What? What do you have to say?
Okay, Dad, I think you got this mixed up because like guys watching the video, a few minutes ago, didn't he just say number one?
Well, this is number one. That was number two. This is number one. The last and most important question. The most important question. You, as parents, you see that? As parents, need to ask your children, your son, your daughter, or both of them on the phone. Why in the hell do you want a phone? Why do you want a phone? Why do you want it? Can you tell me why you want a phone? I bet you, and a lot of you, if you're watching this with your parents, if they say, okay, we gonna get you a phone, but it's this $200 phone. A bunch of y'all ain't gonna want that $200 phone. A bunch of y'all little spoiled butts is not gonna want that $200 phone. You're gonna want that. You want the more. You know, you at 8, 9, 10 years old, y'all already know about iPhones, Androids, all this. So why do you want a cell phone, Mr. Carter
Huh.
Weatherall?
Okay. So basically, to this, I feel like
Because you see your parents with phones, you see other people with
no,
phones.
that's kind of the reasons why I don't want to have one.
Why do you want one?
I want one because, to be honest, when I'm going like on road trips, iPads don't connect to the cars 24/7. I'm going to get a haircut. No, iPhone don't connect. I need my phone. He says in the chair.
You
I'm
can't
just
have
sitting
a.
there.
You can't. You have your phone when you getting your haircut.
How
You can.
come 5-year-olds are doing this?
I mean, you can, but man, come on, dude. Come
Yeah, I
on.
kind of agree with you. The point is, one point is like I told you, internet. I can do that on my iPad, but meh.
So why
Uh,
do you? So why do you want a phone of your own? Why do you want a phone
it
of your
connects
own?
to the car internet. So when we're going on a road trip, Mom doesn't have to like if we're going on a road trip, to, let's say to Illinois again, then I pack I pack my tablet. It's just sitting in my bag because it doesn't connect to the car. iPhones connect to cars.
You're not giving me a good answer.
iPhones connect to the car. Basically, I said internet on the other ones. iPads, their internet constriction goes up, goes low. In iPhone, they have more internet
I
power.
said why. I said a cell phone. Period. Why do you want a cell phone? Why do you want a cell? Why do you come in my room showing me all these cell phones and how much they cost? What is the reason that you want a cell phone? You're speaking for a lot of other kids out here. You're not let us know. Let us know why you have to have a cell phone.
Okay, one, I have three reasons actually.
Well, let's hear them.
One, I can make videos on the phone.
Okay, now we're getting to the truth, people.
I can make videos on the phone. And sure, some kids aren't gonna make videos. That's not my. I don't.
But
And
yeah, we're just talking
also,
about you.
there can be, and I can like talk to my other friends who have phones because
Okay, okay.
I can't text them on my iPad, and I can also. It also can help with communication. Like, let's say I'm bus, and let's say the bus drops me off on the wrong at the wrong place. How am I gonna know to get? How am I going to tell you? Oh, my bus dropped me off in the wrong place.
Okay, those are three good answers. Those are three good answers. I don't know if those are all the truth, but
They're the truth.
but Having a cell phone is
A big deal.
is a big deal and is a big responsibility.
I know.
So
By the way, kids, if I just got you a phone, you better like and subscribe.
yeah, you better like
I'm coming for you if you don't.
if he persuaded your parents to get you a phone, you at least gotta subscribe to us. But I think that once your kid turns 8, 9, 10 years old, they do need to have a cell phone. But children, young men, young ladies, you have to be reasonable, okay? You don't need the most expensive phone on the
Yes.
market for your first cell phone. It should be a decent, a nice cell phone, one that you can use the internet. I'm not talking about the same cell phone your grandfather got, but I am talking about a decent cell phone. You do not need an expensive, the most expensive cell phone. But these are the 7 questions you parents need to ask your children about having a cell phone.
Yep. And parents, I just want you to tell me yes or no in the comments. Should we do a video recommending some phones? Because
Should we do a video recommending some phones? And
uh number one for me is probably the iPhone
oh
13.
my, oh yeah,
Well,
the iPhone 13. Okay,
it's not too expensive, but it is
it
expensive.
still is an iPhone. But that was this episode of the Raising Carter podcast. The seven
Question
these 7 questions you
questions
should
you should
ask your
ask your
son or
son.
daughter why they want a cell phone. Why, about having a cell phone. These questions you need to ask. Before you go out and purchase a cell phone, you need to ask them. And if you like this video, the playlist of all our videos that we've done together, all the videos that we've ever done together, check out that playlist. And we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.